Good morning. It is Wednesday the 21st of, October. There's Mr. McPerlin, and the weather in sunny Sussex is not sunny at all. It is wet and windy, and no, you can't see, but it is chucking it down. Good afternoon. I think I forgot to say earlier. Hello, I'm Louise. This is the Expert Introvert vlog. Let me see. I have had an appointment with my neurologist this morning over the phone. So it was just sort of a quick 15-minute or so chat. She's over in Brighton, so I can't really get over there, even if, going into a hospital was particularly wise, which I guess it isn't really at the moment. So anyway, we've done that. It's a bit awkward because she does need to be able to see me in person and stare deep into my eyes, because she needs to examine my optic discs, because the condition I've got means that there's quite often swelling on those. There's always been swelling on them ever since I've been diagnosed, and looking at that means that she can judge, how badly or well things are going, preferably well. Anyway, but still, got that done at least. Hopefully I will be having an in-person appointment in the spring. We shall see, of course, as with all things corona, pandemic, blah blah blah, etc. related. Let's see what else today. I've got knit night this evening, which I'm looking forward to. And other than that, I don't think I'm going to do a great deal. Knitting, reading, yeah. Good evening. It is Thursday the 22nd, I think. I'm going to have to double check that, just a second. Yep, Thursday the 22nd. I really should have remembered to check before. Sorry, there's a Merlin. I don't know if you can hear him purring, but he's decided he needs attention right now. Anyway, Thursday the 22nd, and I am going to answer Knitting Bandit's question of what I like to knit the most, the least, and second best as well. So it took me a while to figure this out because I'm horribly indecisive about this kind of thing. I can never choose my definite one favourite. So I'm probably going more with categories than specific things. So my most favourite thing to knit would be, probably going by the amount of versions I have knitted, would be socks. Although I'd probably put maybe hats up there as well, sort of accessories basically, but mainly socks and hats. Of those, I do like knitting my socks, because it's a small project, and the same there goes for that with hats. Being a small project, but you can do all sorts of techniques in it, but it finishes fairly quickly, and then you've got a lovely little cozy garment to wear. Least favourite, that would be large things that require a lot of sewing up at the end. It's not that I don't like sewing up, because I do, but when I finish the knitting, I then like there to be a minimal amount of finishing to be done after that, because otherwise it feels like I haven't, it's like I've finished, but oh dear, I really haven't finished, and then it becomes a great big hurdle that I've got to finish doing, got to do all the sewing up. So that could be anything from a jumper that's knitted in pieces to a blanket or something that's, you know, that say if you knit lots of blanket squares and have to sew them together. I've never actually done that, because although I really like the look of it, no, definitely not going to be doing all of that sewing up. And yeah, the jumpers that I have knitted in pieces, well, I've got one from 15 years ago that I still haven't quite finished sewing up. In fact, I've only just really started sewing it up. I probably should get back to that fairly soon, but it's so big, and it's difficult, and it takes up the space, and oh dear, drama. Okay, and so that leaves my second favourite thing, and I think this is probably a relatively new, well, it is new because it's not something I've managed to do until recently, and that would be garments for, you know, adult-sized garments that are all knit all in one. So, you know, top down or bottom up jumper or cardigan, seamless construction, because that's the opposite of my least favourite thing, is that you do all this, you get this wonderful adult person sized thing, and it's very satisfying to have finished that, and you've got a, you know, piece of clothing that you can then wear with minimal finishing. And I do also like baby garments, because again, it's a small thing, but then you've like finished an entire piece of clothing in a relatively short amount of time. Okay, I was going to show you, speaking of socks, which I was, my socks that I have been working on, my breathing fire socks. As you can see, I have finished the first one, and I'm just going to wave that around for you to see it. So we've got obviously I haven't sewn the ends in. Got the sock, got the contrasting heel, that's really not showing up well. Probably the light. Anyway, contrasty heel and toe, pretty lace panel, and when I've finished both of them, I will show you them on the sock blockers. And then I have got the cuff done. Something I was going to mention actually is that I have recently discovered that casting on to knitting around on these little needles, small circulars, makes it much easier to do the the joining in the round is what I'm trying to say. It makes it much easier to do that. But then, because I'm now going on to the lace bit, I will be transferring it onto an 80cm circular, so that I can knit that magic loop, because with the lace panel that gives me just a bit more needle, I guess. I don't know, I find it easier to have a bit more, I suppose the longer needle to do the lace part with. I don't know, it works out better for me anyway. And that's that. So I shall then be going on to, obviously I've just finished the cuff, and so I'll be going on to excuse my croaky voice, by the way. Yeah, I'll be going on to the rest of it. Now these socks are actually slightly different, the left and the right one. So this is the left one, this will be the right. Okay, and that's it, I think, for everything today. So I shall speak to you tomorrow, which will be Friday. Okay, hope everybody's well, and oh no, hang on, before I go, the rest of the question answer thingy is some of you have replied to say what your favourites are, and it seems that socks and baby knits are quite popular there as well. So I can definitely relate to that. Okay, now I'm going to go and speak to you later on. Bye.